Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly update video. This is Draj. Now, today's update has been the Ark Part 2. I believe there's only going to be 2 parts. They might add to the Ark later on. But right now, should be fully updated. There's probably going to be patches, maybe some few things here and there. But mainly, it's probably not going to change too much. So, if you haven't done the mini quest yet to get this unlocked, all you gotta do is you gotta start here with Trader Stan. Talk to him to get it started. He'll get you to do a few tasks to get a few members, and then all you have to do is after you get those members, I already did the mini quest for it, and if you guys want me to show you how to do the mini quest, I can do that on my hardcore account. I believe you actually don't really need, from what I had read, you don't need to actually have done or unlocked all the questing in order to get there. But once you're already there and you're able to get there, they now have all the islands. So first, I'm going to take you to each island. Waco was the main one. This is, I believe, the Central Hub Island. This is where you'll conduct all your business. Now, there is a lot of mini quests you can do within this area. So far, there's no major quests, but there's a lot of mini quests. But this area right here is primarily just like all your Central Hub. You got all your shops right here. Now, I can show you around a little bit in here. If you go here and you go to your rewards. Oh, forgot I need to enter my PIN. Which, if you haven't unlocked your authenticator yet, should have been correct. Unless it was the fact that it was changing as I was finishing it. There you go. If you haven't unlocked, done it yet, I strongly suggest you do it. Now there's a lot more than there used to be for it before. Alright, so for the unlocks, as you can see, there is the Shojobo Contract Guru, Waco Grill, Walls Mall Campfire, Walls Mall Deposit Box, Ancestral Divinations 1 and 2, and then you have the Commodity Sell Per Day Increase, Supply Cap Increase, Ancestral Conversion, Contracts Per Day Increase, Supplies Cost Reduction, a Go Ronin Outfit, Sea Singer Acolyte Outfit, Crystal Tool Siphon, Commodity Sell Price Increase, the Bone Crusher Upgrade, which this will actually collect the bones for you instead of burying them for you. So you'll have the choice of collecting them versus burying them versus doing nothing with them. Personally, unless you're a merchant, I would just stick with letting it crush them for you and getting the prayer XP. But then there's also the Spirit Dragon Pet Override. As far as items go, you have a bunch of different items. You have 100 gloves, boots, helm, leg wear, chest piece, and yeah, that's it for that. Now what these do is if you have them, it works just like your other skilling outfits. I believe it's up to 6%. Yeah. You get that extra 1% whenever you have the full outfit on. So keep that in mind. You got the shaft for the spear. There's a couple tokens for pets. You got some teleports that you can buy. There's a free flag. And then when you go over to customizations, there's a bunch of different things you can have unlocked for your islands. And then, of course, there is XP lamps. So this is the shop. The rest of everything else is where you do your business. For, trading in your chimes, trading in any resources you may find that aren't quite usable outside of this area. But that's what it'll all be for. So first we'll go to the toilet, or however you say it. probably saying it very wrong. See, I'm going to explore this in its entirety because this area, or this release, is now full and it's pretty cool. There's actually oxen here. Here is a Sea Singer island, and here you have a trader. As you can see, you can buy different types of bamboo from him and sell him different types of bamboo. Mostly you're going to be selling him the bamboo. And then over here you have another one for farming. Well, not farming, farming. Okay, it's an uncharted salt-loving spirit in a jar. So I'm not entirely sure exactly what that is. But if you go to explore these islands, you'll be able to get more and more going for you. And it's probably actually heavily due down here. This actually looks really nice. Yeah, you can forage through a rumberry bush. Rumberry, sorry, not romberry. Do you have to keep clicking? My guy's not getting anything. Alright. Well, apparently I don't know what the heck I'm doing there. But here's another farming one. And you have a bunch of different seeds you can get and sell to this shop. If you go further down, it's kind of neat they actually have gnomes here. There's actually another merchant here, a fruit merchant. You have different types of berries you can get and you can sell to them. Gnomes are quite well known for... Ooh, a gnome copter. So eventually, I bet you anything, this will actually allow you to... Ooh. This will actually allow you to, yeah. Go back to the gnome stronghold. Eventually, it'll probably have a travel option like that. So I got 10 raw seerfish just from catching that spirit. So I mean, the higher the levels you are when you go to this area, the better. It's mostly aimed towards level 90 type skills, but it's not entirely required. So that's this island. Be off next to a different island. Let's see here. We'll go to the Whales Mall, then Goshima, the Turtle Islands, and Minishi. And then Ichlosis. Now this is one I have been to actually before for you guys. This is basically the fishing one. So if you go around, you can do a lot of fishing here. I love how the shark is like that. I have discovered a new bird. Yeah, you can actually there's a lot more to do now. There's a lot of mini quests. There's a lot of extra features you can do. Finding different types of birds. That's actually one of them. Those spirits. That's another thing. The spirits are kind of like your imps that are flying around everywhere. Your implings. So that's that island. I'm not going to stay on each island too long, just kind of like a quick glimpse into what they are. Because I do want to read the patch notes at the end of this. So we'll travel again. To Goshima. I think that was one that was actually already released in the last patch. Oh, maybe not. This looks dark. Ooh, they're experimenting with the weather. Oh, now this looks cool. I'm not sure what this is. Yeah, here's some stuff you can actually forge over here. See, now look at the stuff you can do here. I mean, right there, if you need easy farm XP, that's a good way to go. Okay, that's actually his... This is definitely going to be a mini quest type island. Oh, that is so cool how they have the rain going like this. Alright. Oh! Not sure what the heck that is. I'm really not sure what that is. A mysterious soul-eating abomination. Alright. Well, here's another bird. Punch it. Alright. Raw undead pecan. Basically raw undead chicken. To put it as simple as possible. Hey, here's more mushroom clusters you can pick. So as you can see, I'm not going to spend any more time here. This is for probably mostly a mini quest. So for those of you who are big into getting the completionist capes and stuff like that, this is going to be an area where you need to go. Okay, off to the island that once were turtles. Looks like they're experimenting with more of the different cycles. Charged Turtle Portal. Turtle Portal. Alright, going through here we have some more stuff. Here's another one of those spirits. So I'll try to capture that. Especially since it's backing itself into a corner. Wow. There we go. And what did I get? 4 mithril swords from it. Ain't too great. There's probably a way to go for more than just this island, but as you can see, this looks pretty cool. They put a lot of detail into this game here. Wow. Alright, that's pretty cool. Bravo. They're making good use of the NXT client that they're using. As you can see, there is more islands around, so there probably is ways of going to them. But right now, this is the only one I'm able to go to. Maybe in a video down the road, I'll probably actually do more things with the Ark Isles. Probably maybe the mini quests. This way you guys get to see what they are, see if it's worth it to you. Off to the Eminishi. I believe this is the one with the monks. Yeah, this is the one with the monks that I showed you in a prior video. Your whole goal, it's kind of a Slayer task type area. Your whole goal is just to keep going up through them. There's not really too much going on with that one. Alright, so now we'll go to Cyclosis. This is another one of the new islands. And you guessed it, it deals with Cyclops. So this area is pretty big. There's different types of mini quests here. You can actually harvest positive energies here, which is divination XP. Pretty good XP too. So there's something you can do. You want to harvest the positive energies, you'll get some information. Well, really good. Alright, up here we have a blacksmith. Obviously there is a mini quest going on behind that one. So you'll want to do that because that has to do with the smithing. So, ooh, there's even pickpocketing now. There's Old Billy. Old Billy is a bird. There's your Old Billy. Alright. Oh, yeah, see, here's another merchant. Right over here. Chef. Oh, they have all sorts of goodies. Seeds, everything, basically, from that one island. Okay, here's another thing. Here's a float Sam merchant. So you'll have your different types of fishing accessories, if you will. Down there you can see there is these salty crablatines. Not exactly sure what they are, but let's try to mine one. It's not really fighting me, which is kind of weird. You'd think it would. Oh, you get sea salt from it. I'm not sure exactly what that's used for. But I'm guessing, yeah, right now it's just mostly just to get chimes. As you can see, there's actually a good variety of stuff you can do on these islands. Okay, he looks weird. That's all I can think of with that. Is just like, that's really odd. I think that guy needed to pull up his pants a little bit. Alright, well that'll actually do it for today's, well, this week's update. They released all the islands, so now you have the full release of it. Otherwise, let's get into the patch notes and the update itself. Alright, the new content and rewards, the recommended skills, the mini quests will have individual requirements. The recommended skill levels is 86 farming, 90 woodcutting, divination, mining, hunting, fishing, and or slayer. So it does say here, even if you don't meet any requirements, the contract masters will always find something for you to do 4 times. So there should be something for you to do even if you don't meet those skill recommended levels. So, and as it does say here, all you got to do is go to the trader's stand in Port Sarim to begin. To access Cyclosis, you must have unlocked it in Plarium ports. So keep in mind, you have to get... I'm not sure actually what the requirement is. I'll actually look at it whenever I get here. Back to the game. This says more about the different things within the arc, which we went over. You can also pick pocket chimes, stuff like that. Okay, now for live streams this week, we will have the 2017 survey results. And it says, in case you weren't around for the Summer Summit in May, there was a survey for 2017, which type updates we would like for the year. They did go over some of that through RuneFest, but they didn't go over all of it because they want to go back to that mystery of what's coming, exploring the new updates before anybody else really knows what they are. Having that sense of discovery. So they want to go back to those old ways of not telling people about the updates until it gets close. So I'll give you maybe rough ideas, but not the full amount. Okay, Tuesday. They are also they have another one on Tuesday, about an hour later, and it says the loot from 1,000 easy clue scrolls. That would actually be kind of fun to do, especially if you could actually just bank the caskets. I'm gonna have to actually experiment that later. Just try to keep banking the caskets, and then I'll have a opening video here and there. Okay, on Friday the 14th, there's an update preview with Mod Shawnee, and that'll be dealing with this coming week's updates. And then Sunday, it's PVM with Modley. If you're not familiar with Modley, he's a great guy. He's pretty fun to watch, actually. Alright, now before I forget any further, if I haven't already gotten... Oh yes, to unlock the Gashama, or whatever it is. Okay, so... I'm going to say everything, because I'm not sure what this would be under. It's probably going to be up there pretty high. I apologize if this is going to make the video take longer than you like, but I do want to give you that information. This way you know how to unlock the Gashima Isles. It is through the construction skill. Maybe, maybe not. It might just be that you need to unlock the aquarium room before you're able to actually go to Gashima. I'm not seeing it, although I only am like level 70 in. There's a Flotsam stuff. That's why I'm thinking it's probably just going to be as soon as you unlock the aquarium. Might not even be actually on the list. Can't be too low of a level. And if I actually miss it going through here, I apologize. And if you see it, you want to let me know, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate that. I'm only going to go into like the 60s. So I'm not really seeing it anywhere. Yeah, I'm in the 50s. I'm not seeing it. So we'll go to other. We'll see if it's in the other category, which even the other category is actually a pretty long list. So we'll scroll down a little bit here. Well, I'm not entirely seeing it, so if you guys who have watched this video, if you guys know exactly what level it is to unlock it and how you unlock it, please let me know, and then we can let anybody else who watches know. This way it's a one-stop shop. Because yeah, I'm not seeing it, and here I am, I'm in the 40s. So I didn't see it. If you guys seen it, please just let me know and we'll go from there. Otherwise, the patch notes for this week are: the Ark and Uncharted Isles, you get XP per hour from named island resources has been increased to 40%. Wabagong XP per hour has been increased to 10%, well, by 10%. XP for crafting turtle bowls has been increased to 75%, well, 75 XP up from 10. That's a huge change. XP for crafting one ornate turtle bowls has been increased to 100 XP, up from 10. For fletching bamboo bundles, you get 100 XP, which is up from 10. The amount of chimes gained per hour from named island resources has been lowered by 10 to 15%. Seerfish, Salago are now require levels 90, 91, 92 fishing, down from 92, 94. The Spirit Dragon pet is now a companion pet and can be used to override summoning familiars. Bonnie has been feeling generous and now gives flags out for free. XP lamps have been reduced in price. Player-owned port resources and trade goods have been reduced in price. Golden idols are now stackable. Players who have been lucky enough to find a pair can now purchase an idol Cravlatine tradable pet. Some of Waco's and closest villagers' pockets can now be picked. They seem to have a rather short attention span and will tend to forget about your thieving ways within 5 minutes. Shark soup and Ark gumbo now require sliced mushrooms instead of washrooms. Different kinds of mushrooms can now be sliced up to use. Players who had mushrooms before the update had theirs converted to sliced mushrooms. Uncharted Isle NPCs now drop chimes in increased amounts, as well as some flavor items. Chime payout from contracts have been increased. Collect type of contracts have their number of items required lowered. Players are now able to find supply crates on Uncharted Isles. Low tier resources will now stay on claimed islands even when logged out. Players can now toggle receiving named island contracts if they meet all the skill requirements for Uncharted Isle skilling. Contracts that can be found on both named and Uncharted Isles will still be offered. Players who have completed all the Tengu player-owned port clue voyages and have received the Mask of Goo can now purchase Wako Guru unlock for 100 chimes. This unlock halves the cost of re-rolling contracts. The unlock to Wako's bank chest has been removed. Siru's Claw now has a loot broom regardless of loot beam value set. Daily contract rerolls now increase in price by 10 chimes instead of doubling in price. Rosie now has lowered her supply costs. Supplies are now 25 chimes each, down from 40, and supply cost reduction upgrades now reduce this to the low as 10 chimes per supply. Rosie's crate of supplies, 5 free supplies daily, now hold up to 50 supplies, not to penalize those who forget to pick theirs up each day. To celebrate the opening of the second set of islands, Rosie's crate is initially full for everyone. Long voyages now cost 20 supplies, down from 25. Medium cost can now have 2 to 3 rare resources, up from 1 to 2. Long can now have 3 to 5, up from 2 to 3. Player who had islands claimed prior to the update can now find new resources on their island. The supply cap now starts at 200, up from 100, and increases to 1000 with upgrades up from 500. An issue where an island would have less rare resources than intended have been fixed. Art Gumbo now sells for 65 chimes. Shark Soup now sells for 85 chimes. Wow, there's a lot of patches. Non-stacking Ark resources such as fish, bamboo, soups, and gumbo can now be withdrawn in noted form. Players will no longer find mushroom washed ashore on Uncharted Isles. Seashells can now be found in place instead. The price of some functional and decorative customizations for claimed isles have been reduced. A new float-sand merchant on Cyclosis purchases driftwood and seashells for a few more chimes. New merchant on Cyclosis purchases sliced mushrooms for an extra chime. A new bamboo merchant on Telet purchases bundles of bamboo for an extra chime. Players can now head to Cyclosis, the islands that once were Turtles, Goshima, and Liet. Teleport tablets for named islands have been added to the Wako reward shop. Sharkbone has been out exploring and found himself a new pet, X Runes. Okay. Sojobo now offers a new type of contract for players with 90 plus and related skill. If the player has received such a contract, expect to worship shrines, pick safe, hatch eggs, and a few other short interaction activities. Salty Crablatines have invaded Cyclosis. They are now the slightly less rewarding relatives of Salty Crablets. There are now 6 new mini-quests to complete after completing everything up to and including Jed Hunter from Arc Batch 1. Speak to Ichi on Cyclosis to begin the latest adventures. You will need to have unlocked the Cyclosis via the player-owned ports to access the island. Uncharted Isle supplies have been added to the currency pouch. Bad luck protection has been added to the Spiritual Enlightenment mini-quest lore book drops. Players who defeat more NPCs during the mini-quest will be more likely to receive the drop during their game session. Graphical, the Grablet Sandpit has been removed from Burthorpe. Skill D&D and minigames, Count Check has taken up new residence in Stronghold Security. Thank you for getting involved with the Customer Support Week. NPCs that scale to your level will now reward combat and item XP. Players will now see a message when acquiring the 50th Sicilian piece, or if they would have required another piece but haven't traded in the 50th piece yet. It is no longer possible to prevent the Conquest turn timer from going down. replaced several mentions of the Crucible with Deathmatch. Other players leveling their Sunfury armor will now see an improvement in points while in combat using a Bone Crusher. We removed the dummy from the Grand Exchange. Corrected a typo with Brian points in the expanded currency pouch interface. Does it mean brain points? I don't know. Players can no longer advance their computer clocks to alter which banner they see in the lobby. Huh? That's actually interesting. Fix some logic in the group loot share system that would occasionally award either none or double loot and experience. Alright, last week's hotfixes. Okay, players can no longer take skilling or combat dummies into the drop. Teak planks 1 from Customer Support Week. Caskets are now noted. Removed Classy from Burthorpe. Players can now give Thorgal agility tickets or Castle War tickets from their currency pouch. Rewards from the drop now take an authenticator set as a bank pin into account. Count check now recognizes when authenticator is being used as a bank pin. I think he was already doing that. Customer Support Week clue scrolls requiring safety gloves, fighting boots, or fancy boots now work with the items keepsaked. Pure Essence 1 via Customer Support Week casket is now noted. Fix the occasional disconnect when opening Customer Support Week caskets. Speaking to the student in the Miss Holland Training Center of Excellence no longer rotates his desk. That would have been nice to see that. Alright, but that is it for the updates. That is it for the patches. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.